Hey, welcome back everyone. My name's Bill. If you're new to my channel, I'm an American expat living full-time in the Philippines. I tend towards running small businesses and being a prepper. And I want to go and do some ramblings tonight and just do some brain dumping on how the first week of the year has gone so far. It's been pretty mellow. I don't think I've done much but rest and recoup from the last week of last year, which was all nothing but a fun time out here in the Philippines. If you've ever been here, you know it's nonstop, going hard. And kind of back to normal, back to business as usual. Life out here has been good. It has been raining again. I was kind of hoping it would stop raining soon, but that's also life out here in the Philippines, so we get used to that. My new awning that I put up, if you've seen that video, has been a wonder. My water crew downstairs absolutely enjoys the fact that they can load the tricycles without having to stand in the pouring rain. So that's a plus, and I'm glad I got that put in before the year is out. Let's see what's on my mind this week. Globally, there's been a few crazy things. Pakistan, if you guys have forgot about Pakistan, or if you're not paying attention recently, is going through a really hard time right now financially. I mean, they're about where Sri Lanka was 8 months ago, but they can't afford to pay for the gas for their public trains, and LPG is non-existent there, and they're basically broke, but they're struggling with the civil unrest and potential civil war, where the Taliban equivalent up north in Pakistan has pretty much controlled the northern part of Pakistan for a while now. They've declared their own government, and they're pretty much saying that they're not part of Pakistan anymore. I wouldn't be so concerned because, these tribal wars have been going on in these regions since written history. But in case you forgot, Pakistan is a nuclear power. They have, over 200 nuclear weapons at last count. And for a country to be so unstable yet to have an arsenal of nuclear weapons, it's a concern for me, and it's something I'm keeping my eye on. I mean, even if they don't lose control of the weapons, will they sell them to get rid of them? Or, who knows what's going on there. So that's been on my mind this week. If you guys aren't paying attention, you should focus on that a little bit. Big storms in the U.S. I think across all of the U.S., everyone has had some crazy weather. And there was some lost life, and it's tragic. But again, as a prepper, I think anyone knowing that there's going to be a problem should have been prepared for it and taken the extra precautions where needed. Not to belittle their troubles, but when you know a big storm's coming and you're not ready, it's sad, because it doesn't take much to be ready for a weak storm. On the plus side, I'm hoping that all these storms will put a damper on the drought, the 4-year drought we've had. I know it's not a single storm won't fix the problem, but it might absolutely help going into this grow season to have water in reservoirs and some extra water. So I'm kind of sad that the storms had to be like they were, but I'm happy that the majority of the United States did get a lot of precipitation. So that's going to be a plus. On the side note, though, I was seeing that California particularly cannot feed their cattle or chicken, and they're having problems getting the corn feed into the state. And the Southern Pacific Rail Line has been ordered to speed up their schedule of delivering grains, which is interesting because farmers are culling their stock faster because the stock has not been fed like for 10 days and so on. Some of the farmers are saying they haven't gotten grain, and these are farmers that are willing to pay the outrageous price for the feed. They just can't get it. So that's another blow to the meat industry, and we'll see how that plays out in the next 6 to 8 months, supply and demand. I am on a happy note that I've noticed a lot of my friends and family are starting to pay a little more attention now to food inflation, at least. I mean, they're feeling the pinch there. They might not be so concerned about a lot of other world issues and things of that nature, but they're definitely paying more attention now to food security. And that's a great thing. So I'm really happy about that. And if you're watching and you're not stacking food, you don't have at least 2 weeks supply of food, I highly recommend that you give up a weekend of drinking or whatever you do to waste your money. Take that extra money, get at least 2 weeks of food stocked up in your house as a starting point. It's not that hard. I think you should do it. I definitely have a lot more food that's come in. I've been freeze drying. If you've seen my wins and loses, I've had some good batches, and I've had some interesting ones. The pudding one is something I'd recommend people watching. I'll try pudding again. I think I've learned the technique. It wasn't a disaster. It just wasn't the way I personally envisioned it was going to work out. And that's why I do these things, right? So win, lose, or draw, I'm going to go ahead and try, and I'm going to fine-tune my technique in this case, and we'll get those out that way. I did give away some powdered eggs, and my friends that have tried them already said they were great, said they taste like eggs, and you know, they're powdered eggs. They shouldn't taste like anything else, but you never know what people will expect out here. I've been sick for a week, and it's interesting because a lot of people were sick and are sick right now, and it was explosive diarrhea and vomiting with body aches, but that's it. There was no fever, there's no coughing, no sore throat. It was just not feeling good, and then bang, 24 hours of trying to figure out what happened, and then now I'm back to normal again. It was like, a 24-hour stomach flu is the best I can call it. But it's been affecting a lot of people. The local municipality down here said that it's out here, whatever it is running around, some kind of stomach flu. And it probably has to do with hygiene. It's how it's spreading. I don't imagine it's spreading through coughing because there's no cough involved, right? So it's going to come down to keeping everything clean. And it's kind of disappointing that, we got it here, but apparently it's everywhere, and it's just what's going on right now. I don't wish that on anybody, by the way. Good thing is I had all the medicine I needed to ease my way through that pretty explosive 24 hours. But this is just rambling. I wanted to get a video out. I wanted to greet all my new subscribers. I do think, and I do notice that I've got an influx of new subscribers to my channel. Some of you guys are here for the freeze drying. Some are here for the guns and ammo. Some are for the expat life and living in the Philippines. And I try to balance that out. Give it, basically what I do out here. It's not that I'm trying to make a channel for one. I made a channel for what I do out here, and what you see is my life. So if you're here for one thing and not another, that's fine. I appreciate it. But I do wish that some of you guys would start hitting those like buttons a bit more, and maybe give me some comment and feedbacks. And I'd appreciate that as well. Now, I haven't done any drone videos in a while because the weather, right? It's been raining for months, I guess, so once the weather does clear up and gets a little nicer out here, I will go ahead and fire up the drone, and we'll do some more touristy stuff, and we'll get out in the resorts, and I will try to get some more of what it's like living in northern Luzon, specifically out in the state of Rizal, which is where I live, so you guys can see some of those videos of some of the places out here, because it's a beautiful country. There's a lot of great things out here. I'm just waiting for I'm an old guy. I don't like to go out in the rain, so you have to wait till that happens. I'm not planning on spending a large amount of money this year, at least, and I know I've said this in many videos already, but I hope you guys hold on to whatever you have right now as well. It's been 1 week only, and the inflation has just gone insane, right? So it's I think everyone was kind of holding up to the end of the year and the elections in the U.S. and some other things to finish. But I'm telling you, it's just started, right? So if you actually are feeling the pain right now, when you go to the grocery store, 6 months from now, you'll wish you were paying what you're paying today. And you can hold me against that comment later. You can actually say, Bill, you're wrong. And God, it'd be nice if I was, but I don't think I'm going to be. So I'm still stacking food as much as my budget allows me to. I keep stacking, I keep learning. I just, had a good week. It was quiet, relaxing. Came off a long week for the end of the year. Work's been okay, family's fine, and I just wanted to say hi, do some ramblings, and I wanted to welcome my new subscribers. And if you're new to my channel and you're still watching this far, this is where I tell you, whatever you want, ask me. I'll try to do it. If it's a question about living out here in the Philippines, what are the procedures and policies, I'll give you my experience. If you ask about prepping and what I do in that regards, ask away. I have no problems. If you want to see any particular content, I'll see if I can get it on my plate and get that scheduled out as well. Again, that's it. Simple. Hello, welcome, and let's get this new year going good. Let's hope everyone's safe and sane. And if you're still watching, hit that like button. Thank you.